Captain
Oh, I
Moron.
am indeed Captain Moron. It is a pleasure to have you with me tonight. I am a casual Marvel Snap streamer bound to boldly find card synergies that no snapper has found before. Before I get into the details, I do just want to say we are almost at 25 subscribers. Huge thank you to all of you. And if you do enjoy my content, trying to give little brief videos and some tips on Snap and me being moronic so you don't have to be blah blah blah, please do hit the subscribe button. Anyway, very excited about that. I want to give a quick shout out to danosongs.com for the use of the intro and outro music here, and I'll explain a little bit what I do. I play a different deck every week. I like to play weird out of the box things. You might say I'm a moron, so you don't have to be a moron. Then I review that deck here on YouTube. I talk about the MVP, the surprise, the takeaway every week, kind of preview the next week's deck, and you can catch me over on Twitch streaming the deck each week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. I do a short stream, try to get as many cubes as I can in 30 minutes with the deck. This last week's deck was what I called the Lockjaw Deck Snap deck. The reason it is called that is because the idea is you snap based on not what is in your hand, but what is not in your hand, in your deck. I did not do very well. I started the week at rank 41, 0 cubes toward 42, ended the week at rank 38, 8 cubes toward 39. Yeah, that's a negative 22 cube. Lockjaw's just not my deck. I don't know. And there are some flaws we'll address in a moment. But the MVP was definitely Jubilee. Anytime I could hit Jubilee on Lockjaw, it was such a delicious feeling to, instead of getting a one-cost card, to get something better. I mean, literally nothing in the deck could be worse. And to pull something else, which is also better. Very powerful. Highly recommend Jubilee on Lockjaw. The surprise for me was Ebony Maw. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, I'm surprised that's in your deck. Well, you should be, because I don't know what I was thinking. If Jubilee or Lockjaw pulls your Ebony Maw, you're just toast. Don't put Ebony Maw in your Lockjaw deck. Probably don't even put it in a deck with Jubilee. And the takeaway is Lockjaw is a deck built on probabilities, and the more low-cost cards you have in your deck, the worse your probabilities become, or rather the more low-power cards. What I would do is something like this. I call it a Lockjaw Flying High. Put Quicksilver and Domino because it makes you look like a bot, 1, and 2, you know your Lockjaw won't pull them, you're just going to play them. Turn 1 and turn 2. And then you don't have to put any 1s or 2s that could get pulled by Lockjaw. Instead, you have all these higher cost cards, and they're cards focused on not only the location where Lockjaw is, but buffing or hampering your opponent at the other location. So let's say, for example, you throw Quicksilver, you throw Domino, and then you put Lockjaw and you Jubilee on there. At worst, you're going to bring Omega Red or Dr. Doom. And that could be with your Jubilee or with the Lockjaw. Let's say you bring them both. Now that location's at 12. You have 5 at your other locations, actually 7 and 8. You can see where this is going. That's the worst case scenario. Better case scenario, you pull something like Infinite or Magneto, right? Or even Arrow or Vision, where if you don't like it and you want to play something else there, you can move it. That's totally fine. I think this would be really fun. I have not tested it, but that's my takeaway. Now you can find this deck over on MarvelSnapZone.com, as you can find all of my decks. It's called the Lockjaw Deck Snap deck. That's the title, Lockjaw Deck Snap. And that leads me into next week's deck. I've always been a sucker for the move deck, but I have every move card currently released in the game. I wanted to try it again. Back when I did it before, I didn't have Miles Morales, I didn't have Dagger, didn't have Human Torch, so I built this, and it did decently well today, and I just really like the mental logistics of the move deck. Now, today is not going to be a good day with Space Throne as the hot location. That's particularly inconvenient for the move deck, but the featured location will be fine. I want to see how this goes. I think it could be good. It could also be bad. I'll give you an update next week, and I'll give you suggestions on how it might become better if it was bad. In any case, you can catch me streaming this deck Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night here on Twitch, twitch.tv/IamCaptainMoron, because I am Captain Moron. Other than that, please reach out with any questions, leave a comment, If you like these videos, hit subscribe. I try to give some nice short videos that hopefully give you some ideas or just something to laugh at because I'm so weird. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, have a beautiful week, and do not forget, I am Captain Moron.